Lizards are a widespread group of squamate reptiles with over 7,000 species. 7,000! Man, that's so many, it's at least like a couple dozen. With so many different lizards to choose from, of course I had to make a countdown of my favorites. And now trust me, if I had the time, I would totally rank every single one. But with how much there is to dissect, with how much there is to talk about with each one, by the time I was finished, the whole planet would have rotted away. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to settle for just 10. I've been teasing this topic for a long ass time now. So many people have requested it, and now, I think more than ever, I'm ready to tackle my top 10 favorite lizards. I know to some of you this might come off as a weird pick, but our number 10 entry comes from the cult classic Parappa the Rapper. And while some people may think he's just an okay lizard, I personally think he's one of the most underrated lizards of all time. I think it's high time that Joe Chin finally gets some well-deserved attention. Now, for those of you who somehow don't know, this whole game is about our riskless protagonist Parappa desperately simping for a sunflower. Clearly, he'll take anything at this point. Some people like to misinterpret this story as being about Parappa's journey of self-growth, when in reality that couldn't be any further from the truth. Not only is Parappa an unhinged racist, but he does not care about improving as a person. It's so obvious that he's just learning how to beat people up, drive a car, and do basic cooking just so he can fuck that sunflower. Parappa's the kind of guy who'd walk into a Burger King and order a Big Mac. Not helping is whenever his teachers actually enable this behavior of his, especially Prince Fleaswallow. Man, I hate that guy. If only there was somebody out there to one-up this horny dog.
There's no need to fear, because Joe Chin is here.
Holy crap, it's Joe Chin! Joe Chin periodically comes in throughout the game. His sole purpose in life is to be a Giga Chad and one-up Parappa. When Parappa is too much of a little bitch to protect his friends who are being harassed, who shows up to help them? Joe Chin. When Sunny needs a cake for her birthday, who provides? Joe Chin, in spades. When Parappa's friends need a ride, who shows up in their time of need? Joe freaking Chin, in an automobile specifically designed to show Parappa just how worthless he is. Maybe if Parappa wanted to learn all these skills for actual self-improvement instead of simp improvement, he'd be half as badass as Joe is. Perhaps Parappa would be better off if he stopped hanging out with people who aren't lizards like Fleaswallow, that stupid son of a penguin. So yeah, Joe might just be one of the most expertly written characters I've seen in all of fiction. And that's why he's only number 10. So I looked up a couple more lizards online, and I was really struggling to come up with some lizards to put on this list. The only really good pick was Joe, and calling him a lizard might be stretching it a little bit. But then I realized that there was a certain other PlayStation lizard that would be perfect for the list. Mort the Chicken! I don't know why I didn't think about him sooner. Mort is just a classic character and undoubtedly one of the best lizards on God's green earth. Mort might just have one of the greatest character arcs I've ever seen for any character. He goes on an intense, arduous, 1 hour long journey to save his Koopa fellow chickens from the evil clutches of cubes. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, this game had an insanely high budget, especially for the time. Mort's adventure is filled with several trials and tribulations, such as trying to figure out who the fuck made this game. We've seen all sorts of video game protagonists go through hardships and struggles as well, sure. My name is James Sunderland and I'm depressed and probably suicidal. Oh, boo-hoo. Maybe grow 3 balls like Mort and don't get walked on, bro. Does this look like the face of someone who gets walked on? No. Because this is the face of Mort the Chicken. Mort could walk into a KFC and come out alive. And speaking of which, KFC, or Kentucky Fried Chicken, is an American fast food restaurant chain headquartered in Louisville, Kentucky that specializes in fried chicken. It is the world's second largest restaurant chain after McDonald's, with 22,621 locations globally in 150 countries as of December 2019. The chain is a subsidiary of Yum Brands, a restaurant company that also owns the Pizza Hut and Taco Bell chains. Oh, pizza!
Yo, what is up, you guys? Right now, we're at McDonald's, and it is currently 3 in the morning, and we just found out when you come to McDonald's at 3 in the morning, you could order the Among Us Happy Meal, you guys. That's right, you heard me. The Among Us Happy Meal.
You know, if I'm being completely honest, I could really put any of the Danganronpa games on here, but Danganronpa V3 seems to be the perfect encapsulation of all my mixed feelings on the franchise as a whole. First off, let's look at this game's cast. It's all over the place. I have two huge issues with this game's cast. The fact that this game has no sense of who to kill and who should stay alive, and the fact that this game really loves to pick favorites. When it comes to the characters who make it to Chapter 6, I don't think there's any denying here that V3's cast is easily the weakest.
My taste buds are sick of spaghetti.